Second.
Nicole Sumalbag. Do any of you know of someone or have seen anyone who looks like this? Well, if not, this man is someone who suffers from muscle dysmorphia, also known as bigorexia. He may not even know of the disorder that he has. Muscle dysmorphia is a form of obsessive compulsive disorder, more specifically categorized as a body dysmorphic disorder. Now, when we hear the term obsessive compulsive, many people assume of images of excessive hand washing or bizarre daily rituals. But in this case, the obsession is the body or the level of muscularity, and the compulsion is the desire to achieve that muscularity. To make things more clear, muscle dysmorphia is a disorder in which a person becomes obsessed with the idea that they are not muscular enough. So excessive exercising and weightlifting becomes almost a ritual in one's life. Today, I hope to spread awareness about muscle dysmorphia by explaining how to recognize signs or symptoms, consequences, and treatments or other options to help those with this disorder. First, I will discuss the types of people who are affected and the cause or influence of the disorder. Muscle dysmorphia can affect any gender, but it is most prevalent in males, especially through adolescence, and can continue throughout adulthood. There are many causes which influence this disorder, one being media-driven stereotypes that we see through magazines, TV commercials, and advertisements. Over an interview with CBS, Alfonso Moretti, one who had suffered from muscle dysmorphia, says that he was only 13 years old when he became obsessed with muscle building. This message that he saw on TV and the images that he saw in fitness magazines conditioned him to think that this was what men were actually supposed to look like. So he continued his intense workouts and weightlifting so that he could be as muscular as the men he saw in these fitness magazines. Another reason for such a disorder is earlier experiences of childhood with constant bullying for being too small or too skinny, which influenced them to bulk up. Internet famous celebrities Aziz Shavershian and Said Sergevich are great examples of this. Both effectively transformed themselves from skinny kids into amateur bodybuilders, which unfortunately Aziz died of a suspicious heart-related complication at the age of 22, and his brother Said was recently arrested for the possession of illegal anabolic steroids. Statistics show that the number of men susceptible to muscle dysmorphia is growing, and about 45% of men are dissatisfied with their body image. And 1 in 10 people are diagnosed with the disorder is a man. Now, the age group can vary from several ranges, but it is most common at the adolescent and teen stage. In a study of Olivardia in 2007, it was said that the average onset age was about 19 years old. We now know the groups of people who are mostly affected by the disorder, but how do we know that these people are being affected? Other than the physical aspect of those who suffer from muscle dysmorphia, there are other signs or symptoms that can be recognized. The obsession with exercising could start quickly, and over a period of time will notice illogical abnormalities. This includes irritability, angry outbursts, also known as roid rage, and depression. You may also notice abuse of supplements, constant drinking of protein shakes, or overexertion at the gym. Consequences of physical damage or injuries could also arise. They may experience muscle strains, stress fractures, and organ failures. Those who take supplements regularly with no balanced diet could also cause kidney and liver failure, and ultimately will need kidney or a liver transplant and potentially lead to death. In an interview with Alfonso, he stated that the physical damage that he experienced was a huge awakening for him, but it wasn't until 10 or 12 years later that he fully recovered. Muscular dysmorphia may have extreme signs and symptoms, but there are several ways of treatments or steps in maintaining a more normal and healthy body structure. Programs such as cognitive behavioral therapy and serotonin inhibitor medication are promised to treat this kind of disorder. But the biggest hurdle in this type of therapy is convincing the person that he needs help and having him admit to the problem. Another way of treatment is encouraging talking about inner feelings and dismissing the feelings of isolation. Being able to fix the problem yourself gives you control and a better understanding of yourself. Most importantly, family members or close friends are a huge factor of encouragement in gaining back a more normal lifestyle. As you can see, muscular dysmorphia can be life-threatening, but there are always ways that people can follow to slowly overcome it. In conclusion, I hope that you all have a better understanding about what muscle dysmorphia is. I believe it's important to inform the public about such a disorder because it is an emerging phenomenon in society that can arise at such an early age. Sure, there are ways of treating or controlling the disorder, but it's not always easy or even effective. But always remember, the saying, the bigger the better, is not always true, but the healthier and the happier will bring life into you.